All right, y'all, I'm filming this while I'm cooking really quick, so while I'm getting ready to cook. So just bear with me on that, but I just couldn't wait any longer. I've been thinking about this and just having this on my heart, I guess you could say, and on my mind for the past like 24 hours. So we all know we've got the Emerald bonus, or if you don't know yet, we have an Emerald bonus for promoting to the rank of Emerald right now, and it is freaking $5,000. Okay, so there's only a few ranks in our company, so Emerald is one of the first ones. A lot of you probably heard of Rubies. Some of you are already Rubies. Emerald is the next rank up from that. There's so many training videos breaking down the actual promotion. You've got stuff in your eSuite about that. And of course, you can come to me personally. I absolutely love helping people break down their charts and see exactly what they need for a promotion. But that is not what this video is going to be about. This is about the actual how to get this done. So that's as far as I'm going to go on explaining what Emerald is. But hello, $5,000 bonus. And that is real. That is on top of your commissions and your fast start bonuses that you're already going to be making. And that's paid out over, like, I think a year or a little bit longer. I want to say we already broke it down and it's like 200 something extra a month that's going to go on your commissions, which I love because you know you're having extra come in every single month. You can use that to make your debt payment. You can use that to make your whatever the heck you want. I don't care. But I did that 2 years ago. We had an Emerald bonus. We don't always have these. It's not an all the time thing. I was actually shocked it came back out because I never remember there being another one for Emerald ever since I got mine, and that was oh heck, that may have been 3 years ago now. Yeah, that was 3 freaking years ago. Wow, that is crazy. So I earned the $5,000 Emerald bonus, and y'all, my team was super small.
Can I post the girls?
Of course.
In the room?
Yeah. My team was super small, y'all. And hold on. You know, I had already been in the business for a while. I had been Ruby already for like a year. So this is why I really wanted to do this, to speak to my Rubies, but also my girls, you know, my distributors, my executives, my people who haven't gone Ruby yet, because I don't want you to think this isn't for you. I don't want you to think that there's any certain like place you have to be at right now, right this second, for you to be able to get this bonus, because you don't even just have right now, you have until the end of February. So if you are not Emerald yet, have never went Emerald yet, I don't care where you are in your business, this should still be a goal for you to get this bonus. Think about that much extra money this year on top of everything you're already making, on top of your fast start bonuses you're going to be making. Okay, so anyway, I was thinking back, I was looking at some old posts and stuff like that, just comparing and to that time frame. And like I said, I had a very small team. I had one other girl working with me. Of course, we had other distributors on our team, but there was only one other girl actually working and enrolling anything. And she actually had a lot of life happen that same month, I remember. So that really, the first half of the month she was working with me, and the second half, even though she was going Ruby, you need 2 Rubies to go Emerald, and she was one of mine. My other one was my husband's account. Who no one on that account was working. And I don't say that in a discouraging way. A lot of you have people working, but a lot of you don't. And I just don't want you to think that, like, I don't want you to put your promotion in the hands of anyone else and think, like, that it's not your time because you don't have a working team, especially for these first few ranks, Ruby, Emerald. You know, you can do this. If this is, you know, if that bonus would change your life, then honestly, you're doing yourself a disservice to not go after that, regardless what anyone on your team is already doing. So anyway, I had this girl, she was awesome, but halfway through the month, I feel like she just totally fell off. Like, I didn't hear from her. I had to finish out her, like, the rest of her promotion, and it was a good bit still. Back then, our charts were different, so it took more people and more volume to go Ruby back then than it does now. So anyway, I just feel like everything about our comp plan has been improved so much. But I was looking back, and I was like, okay, so what did I change? I sat at Ruby for a year. What did I change to take myself Emerald, and then after that Diamond in that same year, after I had been Ruby for a year? And like, I don't have journals from back then, but I was looking at some of my posts and just trying to like get into my mind from back then, because I remember that month very well. I remember how excited I was. It was the first bonus I earned. There wasn't a Ruby bonus or anything like that when I went Ruby, so that was a huge thing to me to be able to have the $5,000 bonus. And there was 2 decisions that I had to make. I wrote stuff down because y'all know how ADD I am, and I wanted to not forget a few different things. One of the biggest things I feel like that changed with me is what was going on up here. And I know you guys probably hear about mindset a lot, and you may hear, do your self-development, work on your mindset. But like, it has to go a little bit deeper than you saying, okay, positive thinking, supposed to work on my mindset, blah, blah, blah. Like, take what the people who are in the places you want to be in are saying and take it seriously, because that was a part of my business that up until then, I had not taken seriously. Okay. I've always thought of myself as a positive person, and it's not that I sat there and said I don't need self-development. It's just the fact I wasn't taking them seriously and really investing that into myself. Okay, so at that time, I stopped listening to music. I stopped listening to the news and all this stuff. I would listen to self-development. I would listen to The Secret. And I would, like, even deeper than that, like, I had to have this light bulb go off in my brain that said, you already have everything you need. You have everything at your fingertips. All the freaking YouTube training videos that you could ever ask for from all these ambassadors and top money earners in the company. You have a bonus sitting in front of you to earn. You know what I'm saying? You've got distributors on your team. I don't care if I had enough or not. I already had distributors. I already knew how to get customers. So, like I said, I don't want anyone to count themselves out, but especially if you already know how to sign a customer and a distributor, like at this point, you're only holding yourself back if you're not doing this. Like, I want y'all to stop selling yourself short. Because if you've done those two things, or even just one of them, then you already have everything you need. You have every YouTube video, like I was saying, you have every resource in the team page. Like, people are sitting here feeding us scripts at this point. So I just don't want anybody to be able to look at your chart. To look at your chart or to look at your, like, customers you've enrolled this month and say, okay, I'm too far now. Because if I would have looked at that, like, if I would have looked at where I was at halfway through that March, and said, oh my God, I'm so far, and now this girl's not working with me anymore. She's got whatever going on. Like, she really did have a lot of life going on. It's not like it was somebody that just quit. I could have easily been like, okay, this really isn't the time, or all this stuff wouldn't be happening. Like, I'm too far, maybe I'll catch the next bonus. I could have easily said that, but look, I decided to keep going anyways. I decided to take where I was at instead of looking at it as like a, what's the word? Like a boundary or whatever. I looked at it as a benefit. I looked at it as like, okay, well, heck, I'm already, this far. Why stop now? Because the worst thing that can happen is I don't hit it. Okay, my check's still going to go up, because if you're planning to hit it, like, you're going to be enrolling. Your check's going to go up. You're going to enroll distributors. You're going to be getting fast start bonuses. So worst case scenario, you don't get the emerald bonus. Like, and that's really not even an option, because like I said, it doesn't matter if you're a distributor right now, you can still do that. But I'm just saying, if you need that in your brain to say, I know sometimes we get caught up in our head and we're like, I'm scared to go all in. I'm scared to tell the team I'm doing this. I'm scared to tell my husband I'm doing this and put in all this work and me not do it. Like, at some point you just have to say, okay, but where am I going and what am I doing? Because if you wander aimlessly and you're always afraid to, like, make any goal, then this is just honest to God reality. And that's what I had to figure out that March. Like, it is literally never going to happen, because I promise you, nobody's just going to fall into a promotion unless you just have some crazy person up under you take off and go diamond. But even then, like, there's still going to be work you're going to have to do on the other side of your chart for you to actually promote. So yeah, it's not going to happen. And that's with anything in your life. Like, I can't remember who, I think it was Mike Todd sermon I was listening to, and he kept relating it to marriage and other stuff like that. But I was thinking of our business too. It's like, no one has a wonderful, healthy marriage on accident. Like, you don't, and anyone on here who's married knows that. Your kids, you know what I'm saying? You don't become a present parent on accident, because it is extremely easy to be a distracted, unintentional parent. It's way easier, right? That's with anything. You're not going to promote. You're not going to make more. You're not going to grow a bigger team. You're not going to have a bigger impact on the people around you positively on accident. Like, it's going to have to start with a decision. And that decision doesn't mean you have to know exactly how it's going to happen. The decision doesn't mean that you already have to have that emerald chart filled out. The decision doesn't mean that you have to be able to look at your volume and say, okay, well, I'm close. Like, I'm pretty close. No, you're never going to look. Like, if y'all could see where I am right now compared to where I literally plan, not hope, not wish, but plan to be and fully expect to be and will be in the next 3 months, like, you would laugh at you doubting yourself. Seriously. Like, you would think I'm crazy, or either you would think, dang, I need to step my game up. So those were the two things, or I'm sorry, that was the one thing, was that I had to know I already have everything I need. Like, please don't sleep on this part either. Like, your energy is so important. So you can go out and say, you know, yeah, I'm going to do it. But if you don't keep your energy up, make that conscious decision every day, then, you know, I mean, that's where you're going to lose that confidence. That's probably why, if you're anything like me, that's why you're scared to put your goals out there, because you've done that before. You've come out to your husband, to your mom, you know, to your Facebook page, to us, whatever it is, and there's no judgment, but you've come out and said, I'm going to do this, and then 3 days later, you're not even completing your KPI, right? 3 days later, I ask you to show me your chart, and you don't know how far you are from Ruby or Diamond or whatever it is. You got to keep your energy up and your belief up, and you cannot, y'all, like, this is not the kind of business that happens like this right here. Like, yes, we're in a boom season and we're in momentum right now, but you cannot do your KPI for 2 days and then sit down and say, crap, I'm discouraged because it's not working. Like, you've got to keep your energy up and ready and be expectant of the blessings that God has on this. Like, we wouldn't have, I don't know, I feel like so many times